Even to this day, some United fans were telling me I gave City the title.
Should say yeah.
We're here with Nissan at the Man City training ground and we are joined by some very special guests. We've got Kevin De Bruyne, Phil Foden, Rodri, and the legend that is Nedum Anua. Based on Nissan's Electric Away Days campaign, all right, we're going to discuss what it was like back then compared to now.
This is Old Trafford, yeah? It was the first time in 34 years, I think, that we actually won at Old Trafford. So, obviously, you guys, thank you very much for the last few years. But, you know, it wouldn't have been there if it wasn't for moments like that.
Paved the way.
And crazily as well, we did the double over them that season. Yeah, that's right, that's right. So in that game, we were 2-0 up at half-time, and Darius Vassell scored in the first half. And he didn't score that many goals, scored maybe 50 goals in his career. But every time he scored, he never lost. And myself and a few others, we knew that he had that record. So we're in the dressing room at half-time. We're just like,
please don't lose.
It was like, I think this is it. And as you can see, the moment was there.
Is there a different feel to the Manchester derby today? Because obviously back then, Man City were the underdogs.
But it's still a derby, you know, for the fans, it's still that game you want to win. If you win that, like, you know, everybody's out in the, you know, for the week, it's like it's blue, isn't it? So.
One of the biggest games for me, for sure. Just to wind some of my friends up as well if we win the derby, you know.
Oh, you got Man United friends, yeah?
Yeah.
How many
friends? Couple, you know, couple.
This is how I show free. I can't. If people do this, I do this.
Yeah.
So I never scored 3 goals in my life. Like, give it to me.
It was like saying,
give it to me.
I did it once.
Do you think that was your best performance in a City shirt?
No.
Well, what do you think your best performance was? So many.
It's nice when you've got that many. It's nice when you have that many.
Maybe like Arsenal away. Thought I had a really good game, but I think people say because obviously we scored the 4 goals, then they make it bigger as it is. Yeah. I think, you know, I shot to the goal 4 times or 5 times and scored 4 and I hit the post in the 5th time. So people are like, you know, it's exceptional, but I think, you know, in one way it was one of the best, but in other ways I think I've had better games.
None of you have like a signature celebration, do you?
Well, he does score goals, but we don't score many, so...
You score a goal, a couple. Phil, what's going on? How come you ain't got it? Have you thought about it?
Nah, I just go with the instinct, whatever I feel on the day. I don't know, I don't really have a celebration.
Are you going to come up with one at some point? It's like a brand, man.
Do one for commercial reasons. Get one.
What about you, Kevin? You're not gonna have a... You know.
I'm 32. How long do I have left?
What would yours be?
Mine would be something like, if I scored, it would be something like... Just brush off my trainers, you know what I mean?
Oh, nice.
A moment.
Happiness there.
For me, it was a special day because I think it was one of my first finals. Yeah, well, he was so young, I remember. He was, how old you were? 19?
Something like that, yeah, young.
I was a game after Real Madrid that we went through. So yeah, it was good. Even though this year we couldn't achieve the Premier of the Champions League, was the special moment of that year.
You lot love this competition. I think this was like your 3rd one in a row. And what is it about this cup? Because it's Pep and you guys take it serious.
I don't think it's the cup, I think it's just us in general. We always want to win, no matter what we're playing in, and the manager is big on that. And yeah, I think after we won it a couple of times, we wanted to carry it on, but you know, football's football and we haven't won it the last 2 years.
Oh, yes, now then. Now then. Hey.
What's that colour?
Hey.
Look at this.
Listen.
This was a fashion show in 2010.
No, it's good, to be honest.
People wearing those fits now.
Hey, Kev, you agree with me? The things we have now, they're much
what we
worse,
wear
yeah?
to, yeah.
In the games.
Not the high tops, though. The high tops are crazy.
People wearing high tops these days.
I like it.
Listen, I was just being a good guy for the football club. They needed somebody to wear something that was out there. I didn't take myself too seriously.
Who's into their fashion in the squad?
A lot of them tries.
Really, like...
Is he sending shots? Who's the tries? Name names.
I'm saying like more than 10 players tries, but...
More than 10?
Yeah,
no,
tries.
More than 10, really?
There's not 10 players.
try.
There's not 10
How many
players who
succeed?
try.
But at the end, I think like they enjoy fashion and this. I think maybe John.
Jack.
Yeah.
Jack. But who would you say has got like the worst? It's somebody. Come on.
I'd say Rodri or Bernardo, personally.
They judge me when I come training, and for me it's not important what you wear when you come train. You go in your car
I'll take
and
that.
you go home.
I'll take that.
Listen, it's not all about drip, you know. It's all trophies are drip.
Well, you go out with your trophies. Like, look what I've won.
You go out with your medals.
Yeah.
Who had some nice looks back then?
The people that tried the hardest would be like Michael Richards.
Of course.
Like, he spent a lot of money on fashion.
You definitely can't fit in his shirts from then, man.
The sizes have changed a little bit from when he was younger, but yeah, it was always Michael. Like, he fancied himself. He did a bit of modelling as well. I'm surprised those pictures didn't make it onto the screen.
A different kind of away day here. Explain this to us.
So this is my first. I joined the academy when I was 10, and I left halfway through the season when they won the league. And the last game of the season is away to Man City. I'd never said away to Man City before.
So you basically won the league then?
All my teammates at QPR, I didn't really know them that well because I'd been there for 3 months. But all the players for City and the staff, I've known them because I've been there for 10 years. Really surreal, incredible outcome for City. Same for us at QPR because we stayed up. But like, I hate watching that game back. It makes me feel sick.
Really?
Yeah, it's horrible.
I was in the stadium.
You was there?
The goal, yeah.
No way.
I was there. Surreal moment, really. I went on the pitch after the game as well, and seeing Kundus getting swarmed off all the fans.
Did you get a picture of any of them?
No, I couldn't get near them. Just too many people.
Serious?
There's a conspiracy, yeah? I was the last QPR player to touch the ball before Sergio scored, and it was a throw-in. And as I've got the ball in my hands, the QPR bench is celebrating behind me because they know they stayed up.
Yeah.
But I didn't know, so I was still trying to play the game. But the striker I wanted to throw the ball to, he knew. So I threw the ball to where he was going to be. He never went. And then they came forward, scored, and even to this day, I mean, United fans were telling me I gave City the title.
Should say yeah.
So what?
They need to let it go. They need to let it go. It's definitely not that.
Get one.